Hey! Hello YouTube, welcome. We are going to decorate a hot air balloon theme cake. The final cake, this is the cake we started last night, guys. So this is the lemon cake, people. Lemon cake layers, lemon curd filling, and it's covered in buttercream. So I want this cake to be on a white cake board. Something ain't right with this. So this is some chocolate ganache that I made. I'm going to use this whisk to just mix it up a little to see if I can revive it. It needs the Holy Spirit right now. But before we get into that, I want to take this cake off of this cake board and put it on this white cake board. So we're going to do that first. So I'm just going to use this offset spatula to get underneath the cake. So underneath it like so. I did put a good amount of buttercream down on this. I didn't plan on moving it. But then today I decided to. So it is going to be a little bit difficult to move. Oh no. Cake is coming out. This is some buttercream we had in the freezer. It's back to room temperature and we're going to be using it. Oh no! Look at that, a lot of cake left on. Oh my gosh. A lot of cake is left on the board. I didn't plan on moving it. I guess I'll have a taste of it. So this is my buttercream that was in the freezer. I took it out this morning and it's nice and soft. So this is just for me to get some buttercream on this cake board to hold down this layer of cake, all right? So some buttercream on to act as a glue to hold down this cake on this cake board. And that's what we're gonna do now. Let me get rid of that. Look at that lemon cake. It's so pretty. And I can smell the lemon flavor everywhere. It's so lemony. I'm going to go ahead and apply a second coat of buttercream to this. How do you keep your buttercream soft when it's in the fridge? The type of buttercream that you use. What type of buttercream? So American buttercream goes really hard, so there's not a way to keep that one soft if you put it in the fridge. So it all depends on the type of buttercream that you use. All right, so I have a straw in this cake as a center dowel. Ooh. I want to make it a little smaller. So I'm going to use my little cake tweezers. Poor me, I can never find anything that I want. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. So I use a mock Swiss. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. I use a mock Swiss buttercream. My buttercream recipe is on my website. It's at a very reasonable price. And it's so good. You won't even think of what you bought it for when you're using it. Ah, finally. So I use my little tweezer. These are only used for cakes. To pull up my straw, I want to cut a bit of it off. It's a bit too tall and pushing out at the top of the cake. So I cut a bit of it off. And I'll just reinsert it into the cake. So it's all the way down now. I'm going to go over this cake with another layer of buttercream. So this cake is going to be a hot air balloon theme. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate. I think I'm going to use the buttercream to cover this whole cake. I made some chocolate ganache earlier. It was looking fine. I don't know which duppy touch it over there, so it's now looking like a hot mess. So I'm going to go over this with this buttercream, and then I'll do some white buttercream to put on the cake for the final finish. So this is a second coat of buttercream, all right? This is a nice tall cake. If you have any questions, please ask them, okay? To get rid of all of the excess buttercream and create these nice finishes. Thank you guys for the gift. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going over and over and over. Lemon cake crumb. So that's the last thing you want. Cake crumb all up in your final coat, all right? We don't need that happening. So this cake is going to have a very cute cake topper on. This is how we create nice sharp edges. Just pull everything back to the center. I think because we took the cake off this board, the cake is looking a bit lean to me now. A lot of the cake is left on this board. So I need to do something to make it look straight again. It looks like too much has come off from this bit. going to put a little bit of buttercream in a piping bag. I'll cut a little tape. So I'm literally lifting up the back of the cake and I'm squeezing buttercream underneath. I'm going to be holding the cake now and removing my spatula. So I squeezed some buttercream underneath the cake. I'm not sure if you understood what I just did, but it's just to get the cake sitting nice and level again, all right? Alright, it's looking a little straighter to me now. I'm going to pop this cake in the freezer just for a few minutes for this layer to firm up. We'll make some very white buttercream to give this cake a final coat. And then we'll put our hot air balloons on and our clouds. And then that will be the design. I'll be back. Let's have a taste. Hey sugar, how are you? Let's have a taste of the cake, guys. This cake is looking so good. Don't get too jealous now. So good. I think lemon cake is my favorite now. So good. I really don't know what happened here. I cannot tell you what happened to this chocolate. It's looking like a hot mess. This is the buttercream that we just made. I'm going to be adding some whitener to it to make it white, to give the cake a final coat of buttercream, all right? Our second cake is going to be a blue cake. So we're going to color some blue buttercream as well. So this is the buttercream. We're going to be adding some. Oh, look at this. It can come back. I'll put it in the fridge a little. And then, oh Lord, it's going to take too much. It looks as if it's curdling. 1 to 3. It's white chocolate, but I added a lot of whitener to it. I'll try that. So let me add some white to this buttercream. This buttercream is so soft. Maybe that will work. As you mentioned that I've done that before, it will work. But it was just sitting on the counter. But yeah, that will work actually. I think that will work. Sweet creation, thank you. So guys, I'm going to be adding a little hot cream to this one. It's looking less curdly and a bit too runny. It's definitely less curdly. Hey darling Annie, how are you? Looks like a hot soup. These things, they're so tricky, you see? If not, I'll just use the Shanice, it's right back to where we started initially when we just made it. It's looking absolutely perfect. So I'm going to use it on my cake. Thank you. So guys, this is the consistency we want to keep it at. Okay? Look at that. Look at this. So cool. let's let it work. Don't worry if you're missing too much. We have the video on YouTube. So I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So make sure you're following me on my YouTube channel. So if you miss anything, you'll get a chance to keep up. All right. Let's set this aside a little. I want some blue. But I don't want to color all of this blue. This is too much. So I'll keep a little there. Then I want a very cute shade of sky blue. By the time I'm done mixing up the blue color, then I can take that cake from the freezer and start working on it. So I want the buttercream to have a nice blue like this. Welcome. Hi, how are you? So I'm trying to get a nice sky blue, okay? Sky blue is the color we are aiming for, or this ice blue. Hello, how are you? Let's start with this ice blue. So this is ice blue from Sugar Flare. It's a very cute color. Sugar Flare Ice Blue. Look at that. Where do you buy the coloring from? I buy them from Amazon. If you check out my Amazon storefront, it's linked in my TikTok bio. You'll see most of what I use in my kitchen. Thank you. This is so cool. I love this color. Like, I'm not going to even add anything else to it. It's perfect. I'm not adding anything else to it. Maybe I add a touch of black to tone it down a little. Just a little bit of black to tone it down a little bit. It's a bit too shocking. So just a little cocktail stick of sugar, of Color Mill Black. Okay. Popping it in the microwave for like 10 seconds and then we'll work on it again. So when you pop it in the microwave, it kind of adjusts the consistency of the buttercream and make it a little easier to work with. I'm so happy with this color. What do you all think? It's looking a bit green on my screen for YouTube, but I promise you it's not green. It's a very nice blue color. See? So cute. All right. So that's ready. Let me give this another whisk again. And I got splashed, guys. I got splashed. From what I'm seeing here, it seems the moment you work on this, you just start using it. I put it down for another second and it's looking like a hot mess again. I'm going to have to add some more hot cream. Some more hot cream, whip it up and run, go get the cake and come back, all right? Oh my gosh. I'm doubting this thing so much. I'm gonna use the buttercream. It's not coming together again. Or maybe I'll melt some more chocolate. Yeah, I think it's the white food coloring. This is gonna cause us too much issues today, you see? So we're gonna set that aside and we're going to make this buttercream as white as we can get it. The whitener doesn't affect the buttercream. So we're adding the whitener and a tiny bit of purple food color. And when I say a tiny bit, I mean a tiny bit, just a little bit. All right. This is looking like it's getting white-ish. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. This is what we're going to use. Let me go and quickly get the cake so we can start working on it again, all right? Let me go get the cake. So this is the cake from the freezer. I hope you guys are seeing well. We're going to give it a final coat of buttercream now. This is the last coat that's going on. Starting from the top. And we're working our way down the cake. Try to get the top nice and flat. And then we'll work on the sides of the cake. Are you seeing clearly? This cake is very simple. Nothing much is going on it. So you have to perfect the sides. The sides got to be very nice and sharp. And those edges, they got to be very sharp, okay? And the buttercream is white enough. So I'm applying a generous amount of buttercream, but I'm going to be taking off a lot of it. I just want to cover the cake first, and then I'll remove some of the buttercream as I go along. Okay. We're gonna go around the cake with this little plastic scraper just to smooth everything out, okay? Look at this. This is so cool. What do you think? So once you scrape and scrape, you'll see the parts that needs more buttercream. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much. You'll see the parts that need more buttercream and you'll just fill them in as you go along. And believe me, this buttercream is white. This buttercream is very white, okay? We're now going to create some sharp edges. This cake needs some very, very sharp edges, and we are going to do that now. Get your offset spatula and you pull inwards to the center of the cake. Clean your scraper off every time you pull in. Pull in, clean off. Pull in, clean off. Pull in. And look at that. The edges are getting so nice and sharp as I go around the cake. We are now going to work on that nice, perfect flat top. How do you... I just use a bit of purple food color and I use this icing whitener to make it nice and white. I'm just scraping the top of it with the scraper just to get the top of the cake very, very flat. This is so flat. I'm happy with it. I'm going to go around the sides again. Then I'll pop it in the fridge for another few minutes. Pop it in the fridge for a few more minutes just for this layer of buttercream to firm up. And we can perfect any little imperfection, okay? Let me show you guys up close what it's looking like. Look at that. Look at this. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to put it in the fridge. I'll be back. This is the blue cake. Thank you for following. This is the cake that's going to be blue. Let's start working on it. We are going to cover this cake now. Look at this. So this is a vanilla cake with some Biscoff filling. Ooh. This is so cool. Let me just clean this off. So I'm just making the top very nice and flat, and then I'll work my way down the sides of the cake. This buttercream is very soft and smooth. It's literally just gliding onto the cake. Like, it's just like butter. It's just spreading over the cake. So I'm just working my way down. until all of my cake is covered. Look at that. So cool. I'm gonna go ahead now, make the top nice and flat. And I'll work my way around the sides. As I'm smoothing the side, I'll see the bits that need some more buttercream and I'll just fill them in as I go along. Look at how smooth this is. Have you ever seen buttercream this smooth? I'm going to create these nice sharp edges now, and then I'll put this in the fridge so it firms up. JM Parties, welcome. So this is a Sonic theme cake. So it's a cute Sonic cake. So I'm gonna let this firm up in the fridge, and then I'll come back to add another coat of buttercream and just firm up the edges and make it nice and neat. I'm so excited. Look. I'll take this to the fridge. I'll be back. Let's just clean up a little bit. Everywhere is getting a bit chaotic now. Gonna get the blue out of the way because we're gonna work on the white cake again, and we don't want any blue on our white cake. My clients will not be happy if that happens. So let's clean these things up and get the white cake, and we'll start decorating it. I'm so excited. All right, so we have these and they are ready. I'm going to go ahead now and get the cake, okay? This is the white cake. It's back. We're going to give it its final touch up now. So I'm not covering the whole thing again with the buttercream. I'm just filling in the spots that needs filling in. Only the tiny spots that needs filling in, all right? And you have to work fast with this. If you take too long, the buttercream is going to get hard. Let me use this scraper. All I'm doing is filling in the spots. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Like, I'm so happy with this cake. I'm so happy with it. The faster you spin your turntable, guys, the easier it is for you to get off your cake without leaving that line. You know, that annoying line that indicates where you pull the spatula off the cake? Yeah, I don't like that line. So the faster you just go around it and pull away, the less likely for you to get that line. I'm so happy with this cake. Thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. Look at this. It's nice and white and it's just perfect. We're gonna go ahead now and get some sharp edges, some razor sharp edges that will cut you. These edges will leave a scar, okay? All right. Tell me now. Tell me if these edges are not sharp. Look at that. Do you see that? Do you see these sharp edges? Look at this. my YouTube family, my TikTok family. Look at these edges. So good. All right, we're gonna start adding the final touches to this cake now. I'm gonna have to trouble the bottom a bit. The cake seemed as if it was pulling away from the board a little. So let me just fill that in. That's the last thing I want happening right now. So I'm gonna have to go around the sides of my cake again. Okay, we're going to start assembling. Thank you. We're going to start putting on these cute hot air balloons that I made. They're so cute. I love them. I'm in love with them. So I'm going to look at the cake and decide which part of my cake is the front of the cake. So look at it from all angles and you choose the front of your cake. I think this is it. Look at that. Isn't this cute? So we're putting on hot air balloons. We're putting on clouds on this cake. So that's what this cake is about. Hot air balloons and clouds, okay? This cute little baby boy is flying out of year 1 and entering year 2. I love this. Look at that. Look at this. So cute. One minute. On that cake all. That's right. Alright, so we're gonna put some clouds on it now, okay? The clouds will fill in the spots. I have with me some cute cloud toppers. Some cute cloud cutters. I'm going to be using these cutters to cut out some clouds. So we're using the same colors. We're using the blue and we're using the green. Alright, I want the clouds to look a little bit puffy. So I'm going to be spreading the cling film over the fondant while I'm cutting it. All right, so let me just bring the cake out of the way a little. We're gonna roll the fondant, and I'm gonna put the cling film over the fondant just so that I can cut them out and they're looking nice and puffy. And it's going to have a very cute topper. I don't have the topper yet. The topper has been delayed a bit. So I ended up offering deliver for this cake because the topper is going to come after the time that the client wanted to come and collect the cake. So I'm going to have to deliver it. Alright, I'm going to cut out a few blue clouds. I'm using these cutters. I'll just cut out some of each of them. I'm spreading the cling film over the fondant so it helps me to get a nice puffy cloud. These are so cute. These are so cute. So putting the cling film over it really helps. Okay, guys? Put the cling film over the fondant before you cut it and you get your clouds looking like clouds. Oh, sorry, I'm putting them on and you guys aren't seeing. What do you guys think? I'm manipulating some of them. I realize that they're not so straight. I love it. We're going to cut out some green ones now. Thank you. And then this is it for this cake. So the hardest bit was just getting these clouds ready and getting the making the hot air balloons. I'm just rolling out some more fondant. Thank you for the rose. I really appreciate that. It is buttercream. It's a cake covered in buttercream. Under the decorations are made of fondant. Believe me guys, spreading the cling film over the fondant before you cut it makes a lot of difference. Give it a try and let me know what you think. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much. Oh, I need to reset my TikTok live goal. You all smashed them. Thank you so much. All right. Look at this. I feel like I want to change something about it. I feel like I want to change something. All right, so I'm taking off this balloon. I took this one off. I took off this cloud. Put in the cloud there. Put in the balloon here. One of my balloon is falling off. I use water as my glue, okay? I use water to keep everything together. All right, so I messed up right here a little bit. Just want to smooth it out again. I think it's looking very uniformed now. I'm liking it. What do you think? And it's going to have a cute topper on it. I'm just going to clean up the cake board now. So So I'm going to damp a piece of paper towel. And use it to clean up my cake board. This is it. The topper will go on and that's it. My client wanted something cute and simple. She sent over her inspiration photo and absolutely never realized that clouds could be upside down, but you're absolutely correct. I flipped it. Thank you. You see, you guys are noticing so much. Let me just fix all of them. Just in they are actually upside down. This one is upside down as well. All right. I think everybody's facing in the right direction now. This is a 6-inch round cake and it's 8 inches in height. Oh, let's talk pricing now. I know you all love this topic. How much would you pay for this cake? 6 inches round and it's 8 inches in height. And then I'll tell you how much I charge for it. I'm in the UK. Let me go put it down and get the next cake, and I'll see your responses by the time I get back. Get the likes going, guys. But I love it. It's absolutely cute. I love it so much. I'm so proud of myself. All right, this is cake number 2. Let's work on it now. Let's work on cake number 2. No, why would you do that? 60 pounds. Oh my gosh, I thought we were friends. It wasn't 60. It wasn't 95. But 60 pounds though. Come on. My basic cake covered starts at 80 pounds. That's where it starts. And then all the additional prices go on for all the additional work. So my lovely handmade hot air balloons and my clouds and those nice white sharp oh no, I'm not offended, darling. I'm not offended at all. Don't you see me smiling? Believe me, it's very good. I'm having an in-person class in Jamaica in July. So I'm on people. And it's just going to be cake decorating. I'll walk you guys through baking. I'll maybe mix up some cakes with you, but I don't have facilities to bake all those cakes with everybody that one day. But it's going to be mainly a cake decorating course. A full day. I'm going to make it nice, so lunch will be included, nice and cute. It will be in Jamaica. Yes! I'm so excited. I'll mention all the details soon, all right? I don't put all the fine details together yet, but yeah. All right, let's give this cake another coat of buttercream to make it nice and sharp. So this is cake number 2, and then we're done. Whew. I melted it. It's now too soft, so I'm going. I know it's looking a bit too dull. So it was 120 pounds, which includes the cake topper. The cake topper is very nice. It's custom made, and I had to order it. So the extra cost is not mine. But I charge 110 pounds for the cake, plus 10 pounds for the cake topper. So my standard cakes are 3 layers in height. As you can see, that one is taller than this one. This is 3 layers in height. And the one I just put in the fridge is 4 layers in height. I'm going to add a little bit more of the ice blue buttercream here. Can I join in? So I'm in the UK. I do offer physical and in-person cake decorating classes. So if you want a class, just pop me a message and we can talk more about it. But I do offer classes, guys. Very fun classes. Is anyone else experiencing glitching? If it is still glitching, let me know. My only next best option is to end the live and restart. So I'll keep everything. Let me just finish coloring this buttercream. I want the buttercream to match the color that's already on the cake. Sorry. And a lot of cool stuff. Let me just end and restart. Hi Mary, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, don't go anywhere, guys. The live is glitching a bit, so I'm just going to end it and restart to see if that helps. Sorry, my YouTube viewers. I'm just restarting the TikTok live video, okay? This should work now. The video should be working now. Hi, darling. Is it better now? Let me know if it is still glitching. I don't know. Welcome, welcome, sugar. How are you? Let's hope everybody... I just ended the live because it was glitching a lot. We're going to continue by... It's glitching still.